Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
You're listening to TFG Cricket.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the brand new episode of TFG Cricket Podcast. My name is Nikhil, and today we are going to discuss about the IPL auction, which is to happen on 20th of Feb. We will be basically focusing on the English players that are going to come to India to play in IPL. Finally, the census prevailed with the English board, and they are letting players go and play in IPL. CP, your thoughts? It's a good thing that English players are coming in.
Yeah, of course. I think all the rest of the players are taken. I mean, there's except for Pakistan and English players, nearly everybody is fixed in one team or the other, and so it's almost like this auction will have some action. Otherwise, you would have seen all the teams almost ready with their playing 11 and, you're just filling in some gaps and everything. But now suddenly you have a pool of some of the best players in the game, especially this format. And so it's really going to be interesting. And the fact that they have just finished a tour in India and, people relate to them, which is very important. The Indian players and especially captains like Virat and Dhoni, who have their own franchises, they'll be looking at some of the key players.
Yes.
But I don't know how much Virat will be interested because he has a very strong team already. Probably a bowler here or there, an all-rounder. But for Dhoni, it's like he has to really make a new team. And so it couldn't have come at a better time. Though the team is there only for one more year. But even for him, having had a very dismal season last year, this could be an opportunity to get in some key players and, change the tide.
Yeah. Vivek, I would like to bring you here. We have been looking at IPL and, every year England has said that we won't send our players to play in IPL. But there has been a lot of noise made by England player themselves, going against the board stating that more and more England players should be allowed to play in IPL. I think that has worked for them.
Yes, I think ever since Andrew Strauss took over as the chief of ECB, that is England and Wales Cricket Board, sanity has prevailed. And like you said, Roy Morgan, Chris Jordan, Alex Hales, these three participated in last year's IPL.
Yes.
And they went back home. They spoke a lot of good things about the tournament, how it helped them evolve as cricketers. And the fact that this team toured India just about a week or two ago, they were playing the ODIs and T20s. They realized these tournaments will only help you because at the end of the day, you're playing with the world's best. Sure, you have Ram Slam, you have Big Bash and all. But in my opinion, IPL is I think equivalent to Big Bash in terms of quality of cricket played.
Yeah.
So I think this is a fantastic move, and the IPL also needs England players.
Yeah.
Because they are match winners. But you just look at the lineup, you look at some of these names: Bairstow, Vokes, Hales, Jordan, Morgan, Roy. They're all match winners.
Yeah.
I think every franchisee will have I'm sure they must have made their list. They must be ready with their budget also. And it will be interesting to see, what happens on 20th.
Okay. In fact, the match we played at the Chinnaswamy, there were reports that Virat Kohli is already in talks with Ben Stokes to come and join in RCB.
Yes. I think a lot has been written about Ben Stokes. This normally happens. I remember in 2009, when Kevin Peterson and Andrew Flintoff came for the very first time, there was so much written and said.
Yeah.
And we knew then that the two big franchisees in RCB and Chennai will go for them.
Yeah.
And okay, it was rigged. At the end of the day, Lalit Modi himself, he confessed this a year ago. But when you have players of this caliber, Nikhil, you're talking about probably the biggest name in this auction, in my opinion, that is Ben Stokes. And we saw his brilliance here in India. And I think till the time any cricketer, any team takes on India, in India, nobody will notice. Okay. Unfortunate situation, but that's how it is. You talk about Venki Mysore, you talk about Neeta Ambani, you talk about Preeti Zinta, you talk about anybody. all these guys will only notice you when you play here in India.
Yeah.
Fortunately for Stokes, he won England a few matches.
Yeah.
And he's an impact player. I'm not too sure about his attitude. And probably Virat Kohli likes the way he is, and that's why he needs characters in his teams.
Okay.
And but again, like CP pointed out, he has far too many match winners already. Watson, AB de Villiers, Head, Chris Gayle. So it remains to be seen. In my opinion, I think like-for-like replacement, Andre Russell, obviously he's been banned, can't play for a year now.
Yeah.
So I think Ben Stokes should be a KKR buy. But again, strange things happen.
Okay.
No, see, the thing is, if the way we are talking about Ben Stokes, Virat is talking about Ben Stokes, I think it's only good for him, because I see a KKR rising Pune, and if Virat is interested, they're all going for him, and it all depends on at what price point they'll get out of the auction.
But are these England players available throughout the season?
Yes, they are. I just looked up the calendar, Nikhil. They are playing. They're hosting South Africa, and they start with the one-dayers, obviously.
Okay.
And I think this is towards the end of May.
Okay.
And the IPL normally finishes somewhere around the 23rd or 24th of May. So this was a major concern a few years ago, whether the English players would be available or not, considering the fact they start their summer early and they play test match cricket.
Okay.
But the schedule looks a lot different. Again, credit goes to Andrew Strauss, because he realizes that IPL needs a window, and he also realizes that England players need to be playing in the tournament. So This is fantastic. This is great news for the franchisee, which means no holds barred. You can pick them. They are available to you for 7-8 weeks. No problem. You don't miss out.
Yeah, it also but depends on when they'll be called for reporting for national duty. You can't jump into a new tour immediately. So I see May 15 being the cutoff kind of date for them. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Vivek, you want to say?
Even if it is May 15th, Nikhil, I think the IPL starts on the 4th or 5th of April, if I'm not wrong.
5th,
it still gives you about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That is huge, Nikhil, in my opinion. And I think they will finish. England are touring West Indies. They finish the series somewhere in mid-March. After that, they have no cricket till the end of May, which means you have 6 weeks.
Okay.
You have all these match winners. So this is great for the tournament. It will add, obviously, more flavor.
Okay. CP, so the major or mega auction that we call, it will start in 2018, because, these two teams will come after the suspension period. And I don't know if RPS and Gujarat Lions will go out, or they'll still be, in the IPL. How will be the strategy of the, franchisee in putting in money? Because they can't just go, over the roof, because they know that next year it's going to be again a auction.
No, see, there's no big deal on that. They have a particular amount to finish this year. If they have 10 crores, they can utilize 10 crores. Even if you want a player about 10 crores, you can't take him. So the fact remains, see, most of the teams are settled. Gujarat Lions is good as far as I see. RCB is good. KKR is good. Probably an Andre Russell needs to be replaced. But most of them have their core team in place, except for Rising Pune, because Peterson is not there. They have let go of Faf, and they have let. So Mitch Marsh.
No, Faf is not released.
Not released. Faf is not released. But they would like some replacements. I think George Bailey, Khwaja, they have all been released. Yeah. Ishant Sharma has been released. So Rising Pune will come up with a huge list of players they would like, and so. See, 2018 doesn't matter. 2018 is a long way away. This is like this auction is going to basically be, if these English players weren't there, I'm saying there wouldn't have been much hype about this auction. There would have been some few players which would have been taken in. But now what's going to happen, because these English players are available, a lot of players who would have been picked up might not get a chance, because you suddenly have enough options, and that's what's going to happen. For 2018, see, everybody is saying everybody will come into the pool and it will be a new team all over again. There are a lot of things to be discussed, so let's see how it goes. But right now, each one has their remaining purse and they have to fill in players according to their needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So interesting, Nikhil. We talk RCB, we talk KKR, we talk Gujarat Lions and RPS. I think Kings 11 Punjab and somewhere Mumbai Indians also, they'll have lots to look forward.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because if you look at Kings 11's top order, there is nobody. Yes, there is Hashim Amla. But is Hashim Amla a match winner as far as T20 cricket is concerned? I have my doubts.
Okay.
They have a very strong middle order, Glenn Maxwell and David Miller. These two have not been released. But they have let Mitchell Johnson go.
Okay.
And when you have somebody like an Alex Hales or Owen Morgan or Jason Roy for the taking, they are going to go hammer and tongs.
Okay, yeah.
I'm telling you. Also, Sunrisers Hyderabad. Sunrisers Hyderabad have Kane Williamson. They also have David Warner.
Yeah.
The problem has been Shikhar Dhawan. So they need... Yes, and the middle order has Yuvraj Singh. I'm not saying Yuvraj Singh is a great... okay, he's going through a decent run. But there is always a question mark. You don't know what Yuvraj Singh can do. You don't know. He's very inconsistent. That's where I think Kings 11 Punjab Sunrisers will come into the picture. And if you get these two, Morgan, Roy, Hales, 2 out of the 3, boss, I'm telling you, you will have a solid opening pair. And like we have seen in this format, a good start, 50% of the battle won.
Yeah, that's where I see whoever went into the playoffs last year, the 4 teams that went into playoffs last year, no team management is going to tinker with that team. Yeah. They are already saying, okay, I am good. I've reached the playoffs, and once you're in the playoffs, it's a matter of 2 matches, and you're like champions. So very unlikely anybody will tinker with their team. They'll only fill in gaps. So now remains the bottom 4, and the bottom 4 is Kings 11, RPS.
Delhi Daredevils.
Delhi Daredevils, Now, all these teams need a full rebuild. And you can't,
overhaul.
And you can't rebuild on 4 or 5 English players. Of which I'm saying Ben Stokes, Jason Roy, Alex Hales, and Morgan. These 4 are going to be, everybody is going to bid for them. Okay, so if somebody might, Mumbai might just be happy having a Jason Roy, one more addition. Virat is happy having a Ben Stokes. So somebody else, Ben Stokes, might also be wanted by KK. So 4-5 players can't determine this auction, but they will be the key highlights of the auction, definitely. But you have to look beyond these 4-5 players. Especially when 4 teams are out there wanting to rebuild their whole team, or even
I agree with what CP is saying here, but Nikhil, for instance, he mentioned Mumbai Indians. If Mumbai Indians get Jason Roy, I'm telling you, it's going to do them a world of good. They have released Martin Guptill. They have Lendl Simmons, who has been a very consistent run getter. And then there is nobody. Yes, there is Parthiv Patel, but you can't ask Parthiv Patel to open and score every match. It's a fluke.
But he has opened. He has proven that thing.
He has opened. But imagine if you have Roy, if Mumbai has Roy and Lendl Simmons at the top, then you have Josh Butler and Kyron Pollard. So you have 4 match winners. And many people will be surprised that I'm excluding Lasith Malinga here. For a reason. He has been injured. Look at his numbers. He struggled last year, the year before. So straight away you have your 4 overseas professionals, all match winners. 2 at the top, 2 at 5 and 6. As a Mumbai fan, tell me, what else do you need, Nikhil?
Definitely. Jason Roy would be a definite pick.
Yes, and so is the case with KKR. Because they have Manish Pandey, they have Robin Uthappa, they have Yusuf Pathan, Shakibul Hasan, Gautam Gambhir. You have top 5 class players. Then you add a Stokes in there in place of Andre Russell. Sorted.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, this is how the franchise should be going, should be approaching this event.
I like your approach, Vivek, but I'm saying all the 8 teams need Ben Stokes. There's no way.
All
the 8 teams need Jason Roy. So it's going to be who is going. Like Mumbai will say, this auction, I have 9.7 crores. I will go up to 9.7 for Ben Stokes. I don't want anybody else. Okay, because I have the team. While Dhoni can't do that. He can't spend his entire purse on Ben Stokes. So he is going to get out of the Ben Stokes auction the moment it crosses 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So he is going to sit there saying, I want 4 players. I have 12 crores. What do I do? So probably I'll splurge on one Jason or a Ben Stokes. That's it. And the rest will be all fringe players whom I'll have to fill up. So everybody is now, the order of the auction is going to matter in this a lot. When is Ben going to come in? When is Jason Roy?
Yep.
So let's say in order of priority, it's going to be Ben, I think Jason, Alex Hales, and let's say Morgan. Yeah, probably. And the beauty in this is Jason and Alex started once year, so everybody will be interested in a base price of once year. So it's going to be very interesting how these 4 go and what kind of money is spent on them and who is going to really gun for them. And that will determine the whole tempo of the auction.
We'll just have a look at the bucket. Okay, the base price for 2 crores. The players that are there is Angelo Matthews, Pat Cummins, Ben Stokes, Ian Morgan, Chris Wokes, Ishant Sharma, Mitchell Johnson. For base price 1.5 crore, it is Johnny Bairstow, Trent Bolt, Hedin, Jason Holder, Nathan Leon, and Kyle Abbott. And for base price of 1 crore, it is Jason Roy and Alex Hales. Ishant Sharma for 2 crore as a base price.
No, Ishant, we don't even, I need not even be a Dhoni or Virat. Ishant and Mitch Johnson are not even going to be bid for.
Mitch Johnson too?
Yeah, because he's coming off a very bad season.
No, he had a very wonderful season in Big Bash.
He was one of the leading wicket takers in the recently concluded Big Bash.
How does it matter, Vivek? How does it matter?
In fact, the way he was bowling, Ricky Ponting, Mark Waugh and others asked him to come back into the Australian T20 side. He was considering coming out of retirement, but at the last moment he said, no, I'm happy playing franchisee cricket.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, you are coming into IPL where a team has released you and doesn't want you, and you have performed very badly for that team last year, and now you want to be taken back into a team which, it's like almost asking ki this guy can perform only on Australian wickets and he's no good here. So this kind of thought process will always be there in the team management's thing.
What happened in 2014? Okay. If you say Mitchell Johnson can only perform in Australian wickets, what happened in 2014?
Exactly. Vivek, 2014 is 3 years away. Nobody's even... Yeah, exactly. So then why didn't they keep him? Why doesn't he played for Kings 11?
Probably one of the reasons Kings 11 are struggling. Like Delhi Dazzles. Because they don't get their competition right.
I think Punjab will go for him for a lower price.
No, the problem is there's no lower price. He's already at 2 CR. So the thing is, okay, now if he comes back in the first round, I see for Mitch Johnson, first round no buyer, second round he getting his base price 2 crore. After they finish with the English players, whoever wants to take him will take him. But
I will be very surprised if Johnson doesn't get a buy.
About 2 crore? At 2 crore he'll be bought, but not about 2.
Not about 2. Unless, of course, you have a Vijay Mallya and somebody from GMR inflating. वो हो सकता है.
नहीं, दोनों नहीं है. And they are not... because Mallya is in England and GMR is Rahul Dravid. So there is
Mallya won't be coming for the auction.
Yeah, exactly. So Rahul Dravid
is a smart guy.
Yeah, no way. See, Mitch Johnson is going to be unsold, but he is going to be then in the second round bought at 2 crore by whoever wants him.
Okay.
If it happens, Nikhil, maybe CP needs a seat somewhere in the auction.
You know what? We are not even putting our money and there is so much of discussion happening. Definitely this auction is going to be ruled by all the English players. You can read all our articles related to IPL on the website thefangarage.com. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at The Fan Garage. You can listen to our podcast on major podcasting platforms such as Indusworks Media, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, iTunes, and definitely at YouTube. Subscribe, share, like and comment. Till then, take care.
Who will buy Ishant, Vivek?
Hyderabad.
I don't know. For surely not Dhoni again. एक बार मैं check कर दिया.
Okay, bye.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.